Picture this, a university classroom filled with young women, all nervously tucking hair behind ears, adjusting clothes. They're about to take a cognitive test, yet most are not focused on the test itself. Instead, their minds buzz with one relentless thought. Am I attractive enough right now? This isn't just teenage anxiety. It's what Dr. Renee Engeln calls being beauty sick. But how deep does this sickness really run? And what if it's costing these women their future? You think beauty culture is just harmless fun? Think again. It's training women to prioritize looks over brain power right from the start. At Northwestern, Engeln recorded a study where women taking a test had their thoughts covertly tracked. Half the class faced traditional beauty cues, mirrors, magazines, and their test results plunged. Students like Jenna, who once aced math, stumbled under the weight of constant self-scrutiny. It wasn't just distraction, it was cognitive chaos triggered by appearance anxiety. Think of your brain as a computer with limited tabs open. When one tab constantly runs the "How do I look?" program, everything else slows down. This beauty obsession consumes immense neural energy, just like a phone heating up when overloaded with apps. The result? You're mentally drained before you even get started. Here's the kicker. Women who ditch the beauty-first mindset report better focus and, dare I say, reclaim their ambition. Once freed from this mental drain, they chase goals more fiercely, whether it's negotiating a raise or starting a passion project. The surprise? Their value is no longer tied to appearance, but to what they actually do. Beauty isn't just mental, it hits your wallet and health too. The cost of chasing an impossible ideal, it's staggering and often invisible. Meet Lisa, who spent over $10,000 in a year alone on cosmetic treatments, supplements, and Instagram filter apps, all to keep up with an Instagram ideal. What's striking is how this spending spiraled silently, crowding out savings and career investments, while the return was always some elusive, better look. Lisa's story is just one among millions trapped in an expensive hamster wheel. Engeln's research digs into how this obsession doesn't just cost money, it devastates emotional health. Constant image policing breeds depression and eating disorders, turning women into unpaid soldiers in a war on their own bodies. This pressure hijacks their joy and rewires self-worth around flawlessness, leaving real happiness out of reach. But here's the flip. When women like Lisa begin shrugging off that perfection illusion, skipping a treatment, deleting a retouch app, they often reclaim not just time and money, but emotional freedom. She found new hobbies, more sleep, and a revived zest for work. The ultimate payoff? Real self-worth in color and texture unedited. So what if this culture feels like a trap? Engeln shows us there's a way out, if we believe women are more than surface deep. Recall a group of teenage girls Engeln interviewed who joked about Photoshop tricks 1 minute, then practiced the skinny arm pose the next. These contradictions aren't hypocrisy, they're survival strategies in a beauty-sick world. Recognizing this duality breaks shame, making room for real dialogue about pressures women face every day. Engeln emphasizes that community isn't just support, it's armor. When women gather, share vulnerabilities, and call out fat shaming or cruel commentary, they dismantle the culture feeding sickness. Like a collective immune system, their shared voices neutralize the viral messages of worth tied to looks. The transformation is nothing short of revolutionary. Women who embrace their whole selves, flaws, quirks, strengths, step into lives driven by passions, not pixels. Studies show these women report higher self-esteem, stronger careers, and richer relationships. The liberation, finally embodying a future they actually deserve, not the one beauty culture sold them. Remember that classroom, women frozen, distracted by their looks instead of the test. That scene isn't just one day in one place, it's a global epidemic. But here's your shot at change. Start today by catching yourself when your mind drifts toward appearance anxiety. Shift that focus to your purpose instead. It's small, but that inner pivot plants seeds for reclaiming your time, your finances, and your future. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.